perfect, except I should have been in like way less points than that.
Sally probably had no idea what that meant.
I did. There's like over under, and then you said like yellow, and you're totally racist. Like,
you understand all that?
Yes, come on, Billy. I've known you long enough, and I'm
we are
warming up to Jason's humor. I love it.
We're live. I'm going to send you guys the link.
Okay.
Let's get that queued up and get ready to send out to everyone who is seeing this or hearing us. Okay, whose headphone is not in?
Oh, I don't have headphones in. I need headphones.
Sorry, I should have told you.
I can hear really good though. No,
I know, but there's a lag or an echo.
Yeah.
Know what I mean?
Yeah.
Know what I mean? Jelly bean. Let's see. All right.
Billy, where is your cat shirt? Everyone loved that last time. That should just be like the show shirt. That's like your uniform.
I'm sorry to let you down. I'll bring it for the next one.
Okay.
I mean, this may be the last one. Who knows? We were lucky on the first one. This could be a total S show. Let me see.
No, look at who's on. We're gonna have fun no matter what. This is gonna be great.
All right, let me post on Twitter.
Oh. Wait, did I do it? Oh, I had to hit post after you do all of it. You have to hit send.
Yeah.
Come on, Maggie.
I got it all queued up and I was ready and I posted the link and then I didn't hit send.
All right, everybody joining us.
Post after you do all of
Okay.
Okay, I'm still hearing that somewhere. Where's that coming from?
Sorry.
No, me too.
I just now pulled open the link, so that was my fault.
Yeah, that was kind of the point of the tech check. To people kind of behind the scenes. Everyone who's popping into the chat, come in and say hello. Tell us where you are watching from and hanging out. I wonder if that's actually me. No, I have it muted. Yeah. Let's see here. Okay, so just to explain what we're doing.
What are we doing?
What are we doing? We are doing kind of a fun hang. We are still in the middle of a pandemic. I miss people. I miss the heck out of you guys, of course. But I just miss people. I miss races and thought if we do this on a semi-regular basis, people have an environment to hang out and chat and maybe exchange informations and pleasantries and just feel like a community again. So just take the mind off reality for an evening, for an hour or so. We're going to do something fun though this time instead of a straight Q&A. And if you guys have questions, feel free to include them in the chat. If you joined us last time about a month ago, that was actually the evening when the whole Capitol building shit show went down, if you guys remember. And we were debating whether or not to hold it or not. That's how impeccable our timing is. But we did it anyway. It was a fun hang, and hopefully this one will be as well. And to ensure that it's a fun hang, we are doing a trivia night with my three, we're going to call them contestants, not guests this time. First, we have my top left-hand corner, Jason Koop, coach of CTS training, ultra running stud in his own right with a handful of 100 and beyond races. Koop is back with us again to answer your questions, to participate in the trivia. Say hi, Jason Koop.
Hi, Jason Koop. I also am the curator and provider of the grand prize for tonight, which will be revealed shortly.
And I already tried asking. I thought that we would be able to know, like, as the contestants. I've already chatted.
Trust me, the stakes will be raised tremendously once we all know what we're playing for.
All right, and to the square directly beneath is Maggie Guterl. Actually, let me introduce Sally, because Sally's a returning guest. Sally McRae, Coach Sally McRae, also an ultra running stud in her own right.
That's for last, Maggie.
Top 10 Western States finishes. Say hi, Sally.
Hey. Happy to be here. Missing your cat shirt, Billy. I'm just going to say it again.
I know. And of course, Maggie Guterl, winner of the Biggs Backyard Ultra, just all around badass chica. What are you training for right now? Are you doing Barclays again?
Yeah,
Okay, so
every winter.
every winter.
It's like my.
Maggie's doing repeats up and down the mountain.
That's why I don't know how to ski.
Colorado.
It's all running.
Okay, so let me set this up once again, especially for the newer people. We are doing trivia night, 10 questions. Top 2 answer getters. We'll move on to the final round for the 10th and final question. I am going to include you guys. I want to include you guys. We're going to have a handful of product giveaways. So that's going to be reserved for the last kind of 3 questions before we get to the final one. So we're going to do that. If you guys want to participate, shoot me an email at billyyangpodcast@gmail.com. Again, that's billyyangpodcast@gmail.com. I will send you a Zoom link include your question as well. And I will send you a Zoom link and you can ask your question right here live on the show. But let's go ahead and start with question number 1 to kick off the evening. And we're going to start. The category will be mountains. Mountains will be the category.
Oh, great.
In the question number 1, in the mountaineering parlance of the United States,
Jason's already laughing.
a 14er is a mountain peak with an elevation of at least 14,000 feet or approximately 4,200 meters. The 2 states where this ragtag group are either from or currently reside in make up number 1 and number 3 on the list of the most 14ers. So we have Colorado by far and away number 1 at 53 total 14ers. And then we have California at number 3 at 12 14ers. My question for the panel of contestants, what state is number 2?
Got my answer.
I'm easing you guys in, but this is going to ramp up, you guys.
This is the only easy question. Oh, I shouldn't even say that.
Okay, so first of all, hang on. There's no cheating. So don't look in the chat, no Google, no cheating. And this is going to be on Scout's honor. Okay? Everyone ready?
Yeah.
Pens, Sharpies down. Jason Koop, we will start with you.
I love it.
Not wrong. He's not wrong.
He's not wrong. +5 for creativity, Jason.
I'm playing to win.
Wait, how did I phrase the question? I said, what is number 2 in the most 14ers in that list? Did
Okay,
I not?
I'll
Not
go.
Texas.
I'll
Not
go.
Texas.
Oh wait, mine's backwards. Wait.
No,
Hey.
it shows up. It
Yeah.
shows up for you.
Oh, but yours is right. Okay.
You have to write it backwards so
Hey,
everyone
Maggie?
can see it. Actually, Sally. So next time, try to mirror it. Okay.
Maggie
Okay.
talents. I don't even.
Maggie with a
write
point.
backwards.
Sally with a point. Coop, big fat 0. It is indeed Alaska with 29 14ers. Oh my God, Coop.
I think Coop should get some points though, because that
Yeah,
was
come
pretty
on,
creative.
people.
Are you gonna try? Are you gonna try? Okay, let's go through some of the chat and see where people are writing in from. We got Michigan, Vashon, Washington, Colorado. Somebody called us a dream team. I don't know about that. Especially after that first question. Fargo, North Dakota. Madison. All right. Sally laughs for the win. Absolutely. All right, you guys. Maggie, number 1 tip. Maggie, there's a question here for you. There's a person by the name of Rowan who has her first last man standing event in 8 weeks. Number 1 tip you can provide for him or her.
Yeah. Well, if you want to be in it to win it, don't have a goal. Just go there and manage each loop one at a time, and just have fun because it's a super fun event.
Anything you want to add to that? Coop or Sally?
Listen to Maggie.
Right?
That is my advice for that particular event. Whatever Maggie says, just do
All
that.
right. That's all.
Listen to the champ.
It's not scientific.
Okay, Lonnie Marshall is also disappointed that the cat shirt is missing.
See, told you. It's a winning shirt, Billy.
Yeah, we got
It's-
Montana in the house. We got Dreama. Hi, Dreama. Morgan's in here. What's up, Morgan? Okay, Oklahoma. Oh God, wow.
Billy, did you get another haircut? I'm kind of seeing like some fresh sides going on there. Right
Yeah, I took this
there.
baby down to a 0.
Yeah, looking fresh.
Been cutting my own hair since the pandemic started. Okay, question number 2. Let's move
Billy
on.
Yang Barber. Barber Billy Yang.
The category is social media.
Ooh.
Stop it, Coop. All right. Question is, this will be a multiple choice question as well. Or no, not as well. This is your first multiple choice question. Of course, we are in a
2 points for Koop.
of course, we are in a sport with some wonderful athletes, but there are some that transcend our little insular circle into greater reaches. Among these 4 endurance athletes, who takes a top prize in the Instagram follow count? And here
I don't
you
need
put-
multiple choice. I don't need multiple choice.
No. Well, you're going to choose among these 4.
That was
Is it
the
A?
choices.
Is it A? We're going to do the reveal one by one. Is it
Oh.
A?
Yeah. Jason's
Sorry.
right.
Hey, Coop, Goggins is not on here.
Well, oh.
It's among
I
these
was going to
4.
change my answer if he was.
It's among these 4.
Okay.
Roll
Okay.
your roll.
Courtney.
Okay.
I was going to rank Courtney already before he says the answer.
Well, as it turns out, Maggie, option A is in fact Courtney Dauwalter. Option B, Jim Walmsley. Option C, Anton Krupicka. Or option D, Kara Goucher.
Wait, this is a total number of
Oh.
Instagram followers?
Total number of Instagram followers, just Instagram. Sally,
Like,
eyes down.
should we know this?
No,
I
no, no.
mean,
Eyes down on your notepad. You are guessing. You're guessing. You're gonna take an.
Should we know this? Did you?
Yeah,
it's
like,
trivia. I don't
it's
know.
important
Should
to
you know it?
Like I'm gonna not do well on this.
Okay.
I like that
So
original
options
answer.
again were A, Courtney Dauwalter,
Two.
B, Jim Walmsley, C, Anton Krupicka, D, Kara Goucher.
I'm changing my answer.
Damn.
Maggie, what's your blanket behind you?
Oh, that's a curtain.
Oh,
Well, it's like a shower curtain, but
the
it's a
street.
curtain.
Oh, I'm trying to
It's
figure
like
out like
sea
what the
monsters
design
on
is.
it.
Oh.
I feel like this is like the cat with the laser. It's like
It is with Sally all the time.
What is that?
All the time.
Okay.
Okay, everyone locked
All right.
in.
Yeah.
Pens and papers down. We will start with you this time, Sally. What do
Okay,
you have?
Kara.
Okay, why Kara?
'Cause she's a legend. She's been around for a long time. And she has fallings in both road, track, and trail because she's done it all.
Okay, Maggie, what do you have?
Yeah. Well, so I crossed out Courtney after I heard Kara Goucher.
Yeah.
So, I mean, same thing. And Kara Goucher like transcends ultra running. I mean, so does Courtney, but like she's just like this public figure who's outspoken about a number of different things. And I just think like,
She's been
Oh,
around for a long
yes.
time too. I mean,
yeah. Courtney will have
known.
2 million followers one day, but
yeah.
I think
and
Kara
then-
has more right now.
Sorry, I'm laughing at Lauren's comment in the chat room. Billy, you need to drink faster if you're going to stay sane during this one. So you're absolutely
I'm gonna
right,
have to
Lauren.
pee.
I actually have a backup bottle. in
Wait,
case
to
things
stay
get really crazy.
sane. To stay sane.
Exactly.
Come on.
All right, Jason Koop, what do you got?
Trail
Anton
Jesus. Oh, Jesus has the most followers. Or is
No,
that Trail
Tony?
Jesus?
That's Tony.
That's Anton Krupicka. Explain your answer, Koop.
Everybody at one point in their life wanted to live in a Ford S10, whatever stupid little pickup truck that he had. And plus, all the girls loved him because he ran around with his shirt off.
Right. Or with a flannel shirt on.
Okay, the correct answer was past tense, Maggie, because it is in fact Courtney at 251,000.
I'm sorry, Courtney. Oh,
Nobody gets a point.
Courtney is going to be
Oh,
so
man.
pissed at all of
Nobody
yeah,
us.
she's gonna
gets
be
a-
real
I
mad
hope she's
about
not
that.
watching.
I should have just left Courtney and been like, whatever.
I actually think it's all the Joe Rogan podcast. Not that
It-
Courtney's not
I
awesome
think-
in general, but that's the bump.
I think
that,
Courtney
but
got
I
the
think
bump.
Kara has a lot of Twitter. She's pretty active on Twitter, so she probably has like a ton of Twitter followers.
Yeah, but Joe Rogan, anytime you go on his podcast, it's bringing
Yeah.
it to another level.
Yeah.
Totally should
Eh,
have thought about that.
It's because she's Courtney DeWalter.
Yeah,
Oh.
I was too enamored with thinking about Tony in the early 2000s, and that blinded my perspective.
That was like
from this
pre-social
question.
media too.
Yeah,
Yeah.
all right.
Kelly
like-
commented that I have a man crush on Tony. I mean, who doesn't have a
Oh.
man crush on Tony? Come on. Hey, Koop, we have a question for you from Nicole Nipper. Do you pay attention to an athlete's heart rate variability? And maybe Sally and or Maggie, you guys can answer this question too.
I got this question. I get this question on Instagram every single week, and you can't take that variable in isolation. So you can look at it, but you have to look at it in context with everything else that is going on with the athlete, including their training load, how much they're sleeping, how their workouts are going. And you have to make sure that you're consistently monitoring heart rate variability at the same time, which is not an easy task. We think it's easy with the Oura rings and the Whoop strap and stuff like that. They do not make that process a whole heck of a lot easier in my experience. So the answer to that question is yes, but not in isolation.
Sally, do you have anything you want to add to that?
Jason always nails all the questions brilliantly. So let's go with that.
All right, let's pump the brakes on inflating his ego too much.
Really?
He is a smart guy. Come on.
This trivia is gonna knock it down to like ground zero after I get a goose egg after this whole 2 hours.
You already ticked me off by not taking question number 1 seriously, and I put a lot of thought into these questions. So that's you, Koop.
You're gonna be sorely disappointed at my effort level if that's what teed you off initially.
Yeah.
Ooh, what are you drinking, Jason? Sparkling water?
Sparkling seltzer water, mango, grapefruit,
Ooh.
straight from.
I know that one. I know that brand. Is it Simple?
Yes.
Or
Yeah, it's organic.
Yeah.
seltzer
That
water.
one's good.
Yeah, I really care about the organic nature of my seltzer water.
Yeah.
Let's get that
It's
straight.
water.
There are
It's
a
not
lot of-
organic. It is not going in my body. My body's a temple.
Yeah. Okay, you
shouldn't
guys ready
laugh
for
at that,
question number
Sally.
3?
What?
Trivia, Sally. Why we're gathered here.
Love you, Bill Yang.
Okay, question number 3. The Super Bowl. This is Sunday.
Ooh.
We're going to keep it somewhat topical here.
Mm-hmm.
During the 2020 regular season, San Francisco 49er running back Raheem Mostert was clocked at the fastest time in 2020 during an 80-yard touchdown run. What was the fastest speed achieved in miles per hour?
In miles per hour. Ooh.
What did he top out at during his 80-yard run? I believe this was in week 2 against the hated.
Maggie, I know you know this off the top of
Wait,
your
is
head.
this a multiple
Just-
choice
right?
question? Like,
No. This is okay.
Right?
So the
Right?
point.
are we playing like prices?
I was gonna be like
with this?
Tom Brady. Brady, yes, Brady.
I may have to figure out how to mute Sally here. So the point will go to the person who comes the closest to the right answer.
Is this
Okay.
Price is Right rules
Okay.
Yeah, I guess so, right?
without going over?
You can't go over then.
No. They're not Price is Right rules. Whoever comes the closest.
So he ran the fastest, those 80 yards, the fastest in the history of any football.
How do they know
player.
this?
Just
So-
in the 2020 season.
Oh, in
They
the 2020
clocked him.
season.
Oh, know.
He
And they-
clocked him at a certain miles per hour.
Okay, so
So
what was
that apex in his speed during that 80 run?
In miles
Okay.
per hour. I need a calculator to figure that out. I can do it in meters per second. Can somebody
Jason?
crowdsource
Okay,
this for meters per
I
second?
have my answer. I'm pretty sure this is right.
Yeah, I don't think about human running speed in miles per hour. Who the fuck does that?
Running with Boyd, thank you so much. He wrote, Billy, I teach middle school. I know what you're feeling right now. Thank you. Like wrangling a freaking group of
I'm
cats.
using the metric system. I'm
My
not
answer
using-
keeps going up the longer we wait
Okay,
to reveal. It's like,
answers. Are you guys locked in?
I'm not
Yeah.
doing this in miles per hour. I refuse to.
okay.
Who?
Few kilometers.
No, I'm
All
not
right, somebody do the conversion for me then. Coop, we'll start with you, jackass.
11 meters per second.
Ooh, now you do the math, Billy. Now convert that.
Unitjuggler.com. I'm not cheating. So I could have gone on unitjuggler.com like I do.
What does that
everything else.
roughly
I don't
come
do
out
this
to
stuff.
in meters per second? Well, let me see. In
I
miles per
gave
hour,
it to you in meters per second, and I'm nuts. You're trying to figure out miles per hour.
meters.
This is how I treat my coaches, by the way, when they say stupid shit.
Okay. That is 24.6 miles an
That
hour.
sounds about right.
Okay.
Oh,
Maggie,
man.
what about you?
Well, it's not
15. What the
16.5. I don't know. Seems fast.
17.
17. Damn you.
17.
17 miles an hour.
Yeah.
Is that too slow? I don't know. Every time there's a
Wait, you guys are
Well,
runners.
12 miles an hour is like
Yeah.
a 5 minute
That's
pace.
sad. You
Yeah,
guys are off
exactly.
by a-
You really think he's
yeah, and then you run by like there's
Oh wait, how
one of
many?
those.
Wait, it was
5-minute
80
miles.
Oh
It's like,
shoot.
oh, he can't be.
Yeah, it's
running
really
much
short.
fast-
I don't know.
Can't be running
No,
that much
but
faster than
it's
5
too
minute miles
long,
'cause
actually.
nobody can run faster than 5-minute miles on any speed. Fuck.
Oh,
The correct
I just
answer-
wrote a number. I didn't think about any of that. I just wrote a number.
The correct
Yeah.
answer
Uh-oh.
is
13.
23.09 miles per hour.
Coop got
Jason
it.
Koop, you are finally on the board, my friend.
Gosh,
I'm
Jason.
surprised it's that slow, actually.
You are finally on the board. Well,
So-
he's wearing pads
so-
and he's carrying a football.
Yeah, but hold on. 10 meters a second is a 10-second 100-meter dash, and those guys can run faster at any instantaneous point than a 100-meter dash. So that's why I went with 11 meters per second.
Again, full helmet, pads,
It's
football.
so annoying.
It's only a small fraction of time. The peak.
Dude, I didn't. I'm sorry. Take it up with Raheem Mostert. You want his Twitter handle? You want to
Yeah, Raheem.
bitch at him about running so slow? Can you
Those-
achieve 23 miles an hour, Coop?
Can I what?
Can you achieve 23 miles an hour?
Me? Probably not. No way. But I
Yeah.
can achieve a 5-minute mile, and no NFL player can run faster than
Shut
a
your
5-minute
pie hole.
mile, according to Sally
Shut your
McRae.
pie hole.
Actually, according to me, they can.
let me see
Miles
here.
an hour.
I'm gonna. And if you guys see some questions in here, feel free to chime in and answer them.
Okay, I'm just gonna be honest. I took nature of math in college. That's how bad at math I am.
I took math and the imagination.
Did
That's my
Yes!
class. Yes. I went to art
I'm
school.
so bad at math. I took nature of math. Like I literally
Wow.
did a book report in my math class. So 17 miles an hour is a great start.
Yeah,
I'm-
I used a decimal. That's like
Bill,
advanced.
give Maggie a point for using a decimal.
Thank you.
I think that's worth half a point.
Oh,
Oh,
man.
boy.
Everyone in the
Tied.
chat room knows
Are we
how bad
tied?
I'm at math now.
So I'm looking at some of the guesses here. We have 23 miles an hour, 17, 21, 22. Yeah. Yeah. Okay. Let's see. 1 meter per second, 2.2, 24.6. All right. All right. We're going to move on to the next question, and then we're going to answer some questions. This is I guess the category is food, music, and Breaking Bad. Another pop culture-ish question. Among these 4 celebrities, who holds the fastest lifetime marathon PR? Is it A, Chef Gordon Ramsay,
Ooh.
B, Flea from Red Hot Chili Pepper, C, Ben Gibbard from Death Cab for Cutie, or D, Bryan Cranston from Breaking Bad?
Ooh.
Again, no cheating, no glancing into the chat room. And let me know when you guys are locked in. We have a Mexico viewer, from Alejandro Velasco from Mexico. Welcome, man.
Billy, will you say the names just really quick again?
One more time. The
Okay.
options were A, Chef Gordon Ramsay, B, Flea from Red Hot Chili Peppers, C, Ben Gibbard from Death Cab for Cutie, or D, Bryan Cranston from Breaking Bad.
Thank you.
And Malcolm in the middle. Everyone locked in?
Yes.
All right, Koop, we will start with you once again. What you got?
Gordon Ramsay.
Gordon Ramsay. Why did you pick Gordon Ramsay?
Because I know he's a pretty badass triathlete.
Okay. Maggie, what about you?
I kind of wanted to go with Gordon Ramsay. I feel like that's the right answer, but I went with Flea because I
You like
don't
his
know.
music better?
I just feel like maybe he's I don't know. You know, you got to be really athletic to jump around and play the bass and whatnot.
I love it.
Going with the training effect strategy, Maggie.
Good.
I appreciate
All right,
it.
last
I
but
mean, he's
not
pretty
least-
lean.
Yeah,
It doesn't leave anything to the imagination. He's lean.
I appreciate the strategy.
Sally McRae, what you got?
Flea, Chef Gordon for the same reason that that Jason said. He's a good
Okay.
athlete.
Unfortunately,
Oh,
none of the above. The correct answer is D, Bryan Cranston. In 1985 at the New York City Marathon, ran a 3:20:45.
Dude, you're telling me Gordon
Nice.
Ramsay doesn't have a sub 3:25 marathon? I call bullshit on that. Somebody fact check that. From
Somebody can fact check me, but that's
somebody fact check it.
they're
love
all
it.
under
I
4. I
love
don't
it.
have anybody under 3.
Yeah.
Somebody fact check
There's
it.
nobody under
It
3.
might be. Here's what you might be
Sally.
missing. Here's what you might be missing. Gordon Ramsay's marathon split
I need to
at
recover.
Ironman Kona.
I literally just came from a run and I'm so freaking hungry. So sorry about the banana, guys.
Just
Well,
wants
how
to
about
sound like the
everyone
cat
tuning
with the
in can fact check
random. Like,
the
what?
marathon thing while Sally aggressively eats a banana?
It was either that or
The
a mango.
total
It just that you popped up your face. I don't know if that is how it appears for everyone on YouTube as you took a bite and you were like, ah. It's like, oh my God.
That's not how you eat a banana, Maggie?
Kelly brought up a good point. So Kelly Newland said you should allow a phone a friend. That's actually not a bad idea.
I like that.
Try to-
Yes.
Who wants to
We'll
be a
get creative
millionaire?
with the next one. Maybe not with this one, but that's not a bad idea.
I can ask Ryan.
I'm gonna call you, Billy.
John
Call
Goldfield.
Billy.
Billy
What if
has
we
all
don't
the
have any
answers.
friends?
You should have called Courtney on the Instagram
Oh,
one.
God,
I
I
know,
cannot
dang
believe
it.
we.
You would
screwed
have to
that
look it
We're
up,
gonna
though.
We're gonna be excommunicated from the community for not getting that right.
Oh,
I don't think she cares.
So we're all knotted up
It's
still.
not just Courtney that excommunicates you from a community; it's everybody.
Oh,
We are
she's the-
all knotted up.
she's
Okay,
she's
so
in charge.
We're all knotted up at once.
that is so
What was
trivial,
the-
though.
what was
too.
the-
What
Like,
was
who
the
cares
over under
about
for right
all?
answers? I think we're on the under. What did I give you guys for the over under on right answers? I think it was 2.5.
So somebody did chime in and say Gordon Ramsay has a 3:37 or 3:30:37 at London. So not quite. It is still
Close.
Bryan Cranston, albeit it was from 1985, but I did say lifetime marathon PR.
Well, that's worth like 215 with the Vaporflies.
Exactly.
Oh.
I'm sure.
And
that
crystal meth,
checks
take out another 30 minutes.
I'm sure that math
He's,
checks out.
he's faster than Kipchoge at that point.
Billy, is that like a drink or something by your Billy Yang sign?
Yeah,
that-
this is a.
Sorry.
They're not a sponsor, but it's a Hermosa Brewing Company beer. Every day
Nice.
sunshine.
Nice.
The hazy IPA, delicious. Shout out to Hermosa Brewing Company.
Awesome.
They're a local brewery here, and I love those guys and their beers. Do you guys see anything in the chat room that you guys want to answer, or should we move on to the next one? We're moving along faster than I thought we would.
Wait, do you guys
Really?
have like the YouTube channel up at the same time with the chat or something? Oh, I didn't want to make my internet is not that powerful, so
No, you can check in. You can see the chat room.
I can.
Yeah. The video portion will throw you off a little bit because there's a bit of a lag between the Zoom screen and the YouTube screen. Yeah, Flea ran at 3:53. And so let's move on. Let's go on to the next question. All right. We have, let me see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 more questions. And we do have some giveaways. So if there is somebody in the chat room that wants to participate for a product giveaway, and we will announce this when we arrive at the questions. Again, the email is billyangpodcast@gmail.com. I will write it down in the chat room, and I will pick somebody at random to participate. And we will bring you into the Zoom. Okay. Western States. You know I got to talk about Western States because I love that race and now a board member. On August 3rd, 1974, horseman Gordon Ainsley joined the 198 Tevis Cup horses on foot. We all know the story. 23 hours and 42 minutes later, he arrived in Auburn, proving a runner can finish a 100-mile race in one day. 3 years after that, in 1977, the first official race took place, the first official running of the Western States 100. This is a question, how many men towed the line that morning in 1977? How many men? And it's not a trick question because it was only men, so it's how many total? Again, first official race was 1977. Everyone locked in?
Yes.
All right.
I used to know this answer. I don't anymore. So going with my lucky number.
All right, Sally, we will start with you.
All right. 7.
Sally says 7. Why 7? Any?
I know it wasn't very many. Yeah, not a ton of people elbowing each other for Western States back then. There was no lottery.
Yeah, they all got in on the first shot.
Yeah, they were socially distanced and there was no lottery. I remember chatting with John Freeman about this.
Okay.
And now I don't know it anymore. I'm sorry.
All right, Jason Koop, what about you?
Sally and I are on the same page.
Yes, Jason.
Also says 7.
Oh,
Anything behind that number, Koop?
Sally is always right about everything.
So are you, Jason.
And Maggie, what about you?
Please say 7.
16.5.
16.5.
Yes, Mags.
Half a point for using decimal places again.
+5 for
Love
Creek.
it.
Decimal points are allowed. I did not make any rules against decimal points.
Closest, right? So
Okay, so closest gets the point. The answer is actually 14.
Oh.
Point goes to Maggie.
Maggie.
Yes, Maggie.
Maggie, why did you say 16.5?
I don't know. It seemed like a small amount of people, but and I said 16.5 before and I was wrong. So I feel like eventually that has to be right if you do that.
Bonus question. Can anybody name the winner of the first ever Western States?
Tony Kaprichka.
It is not Tony Kripich.
Courtney DeWalter?
It is not. I'm pretty sure it's not Courtney DeWalter.
I'm pretty sure it was a guy.
It was a guy.
One that was born at that point?
It's actually kind of impressive. It's a gentleman by the name of Andy Gonzalez, and he ran it in 22 hours and 57 minutes.
Solid.
Very
totally solid.
impressive. That is
That's
pretty
pretty
good.
shabby. All right.
By the way, I'd just like to point out that the props bets that we came up with in advance of this trivia night are actually running pretty good to show the odds makers did a really good job at determining them. To remind everybody, the over-under on F-bombs is 3.5. The over/under on Tony Kaprichka mentions is 7.5. We're well on our way to about 6 or 7 of those.
All of them from you.
Yeah, right. I'm definitely padding the stats on this. The over/under on Western states is 3.5. The over/under on correct answers per person is 2.5. We're pretty darn close to that. And the over/under on Billy Yang man crushes in attendance within the chat room is 105.
What does that mean?
Is that how many
There's gonna
man
be
crushes he has of people in the chat room?
Yeah.
Yeah, my only man crush is Anton.
No. Man crushes on you.
Oh. Who the hell has man crushes?
Raise your hand in the chat room if you have a man crush on Billy Yang.
It went silent.
We're gonna turn this into the Bachelor.
Someone typed a cricket.
Right.
I didn't even know there was a cricket emoji.
Type your friends, people. Type your friends. Let's set Billy up on a date.
What's the over under on the amount of bananas Sally is gonna eat?
That was not a bet that Vegas was prepped to handle.
That was a big banana. Look how
too much of a spread on that one.
Somebody wrote Billy Bourdain. Yeah, you are a follower on my YouTube channel. There will actually be a question.
I raised my hand.
It will actually be a question related to that. John Goldfield, hello. Good to see you.
Do you guys see all the man crush hands up right now? They're just like pouring in.
Ryan posted
there's a time.
2 ducks kissing. I think that means he has a man crush on Billy too.
2 ducks?
I think it was ducks. I don't know what that was. I've never seen it before.
Lisa, post run bananas, just one. Can't do more than one.
All right, I'm waiting for, there was a person who wanted to ask a question and I'm waiting for them to
Sally
pop up
might
so I
need a
can
prune
get them
soon.
in.
Someone said.
Kendra, hang on. You will be a participant in one of the questions. Let me see. We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
Ooh, Koop. You got a little shout out in there. You have the best voice. Any response to that?
What am I supposed to say to that?
He has a face for radio. What can he say?
Yeah, the face for radio. That's right. Why are we on YouTube? Can I just blank my screen out? Go like this for the rest of the time.
While we wait for that person to pop in, let's go ahead with the second question.
Okay.
Also related to Western states.
All right.
I meant a second question related to Western
under
states.
3.5. We're at 2 right now.
Yeah, this is, let me see. We're sticking with this. The following, let me see, the following year, 1978. When did I say the first? Yeah, so 1977. Okay, so the following year in 1978, the total entrants ballooned to 63 starters, including 5 women, raising awareness that they too can complete the distance. Who was the first official female finisher and winner, obviously, that year in 1978? Was it? There's a multiple choice.
Thank you.
A, Sally Edwards. B, Mo Livermore. C, Shannon Wheel. Or D, Pat Smythe.
What was A again?
A was Sally Edwards.
Such
B,
a good name.
Mo Livermore.
Such a good name.
Edwards, yeah, I love Edwards. Mo Livermore. C, Shannon Wheel. And D, Pat Smythe. See, we're doing some good here too. We're sharing some knowledge.
Maggie.
Oh, I feel like I got it wrong based on what people are saying. But we'll
You're
see.
cheating.
You're not allowed to look.
I already have my answer written.
Okay, everything down?
Yes.
Everyone ready? Everyone locked in?
Yes.
Jason Koop, we will start with you, buddy. He says O. O is
D.
not an option here, I don't think.
D.
So
D.
Koop is automatically eliminated.
D.
Why Pat?
Total random guess.
Okay. Maggie, what about you?
I have Shannon Wheel because it just sounded right, but I think it's wrong.
Well, actually,
I felt like the name began with an S before you even said any of the things, and I was going back and forth between Shannon and Sally.
Okay. Sally, let me guess. You picked Sally because Oh my God, we have the same name.
Oh, God.
Sally
Do
is
I know you,
always a
Sally, or
good
do I know
choice.
you, Sally? Do I know you? As soon as you said that,
He put that question. If that's not right,
On purpose.
he's not there to bait you.
She probably didn't even run.
let me see what the chat room says.
I think they think
have-
it's Pat Smythe.
We have a couple of Pat Smites. We have a couple of Sallys. Another Pat, another Pat, another Pat,
all these people looked it up.
another Pat. Okay. It is, in fact, Pat Smythe in a time of 29 hours and 24
Damn
seconds.
it, Sally, the guy got it right. We should brush up on our female ultra running history.
I
Dang
give
it.
a quarter of my point to Sally for the creative handwriting on her note.
This is getting exciting.
you.
It's a dead heat between Maggie and Koop at 2 whole points each.
Shocking. And
And
my
Sally
I
was
predicted
one.
that. I predicted it before we started. I'm like, well, the final round is going to be Jason and Maggie.
No, stop.
One point, yeah. 1 point of which I owe to the metric system.
All right, Jason, we have a question here from Mike Wagner, and we're going to go ahead and admit him in. He will be joining the chat. Mike, go ahead and have your question queued up. What's going on,
Well,
Mike?
hello there, Mike.
He's still connecting to audio.
Yeah.
Mhm.
I'm just glad when I punch it over to these guys that they're clothed.
Oh, I recognize his
From-
Oh
posters. Is that Shenandoah Valley poster behind you? No.
Yeah, it is. It's,
Oh, yeah, +5.
Sally gets a point for that. For
There's some points for
sure.
you.
Giving
What's
away
up,
points
Mike?
everywhere.
What's up? Can you hear me?
Yeah, we can
Yeah.
hear you,
Okay.
see you,
Good.
see your art.
Punch it over to these guys that they're clothed.
Oh, I recognize his posters.
Okay. Hey, do me a favor, Mike, and turn
Close.
down the YouTube volume.
Yeah, I just turned it off. My bad.
Okay, no worries, no worries.
Yeah.
So you had a question for somebody in the room?
Yeah, I guess I kind of have a question for Koop. I'm just gonna ballpark here. I follow you on Instagram a lot, and I see your stories. Like today, you took a lot of questions. What keeps you motivated to be so invested in the sport every day? You have such like persistence and tenacity, and what fuels your fire?
Wow, that's a really good question.
Money.
Um,
Lots and lots of money.
Money.
yeah, exactly. Rolling in the Bitcoin. To be honest with you, I just really, it sounds super cliche, but it's true. I just really do love the community. And I mean, a lot of that is reflected just to how many of the races and things like that I go to every single year. That it just kind of like gets me up every day and adds fuel to the fire to what I do. It's just like seeing good people do cool stuff. It's just like we've been talking about who was the first, woman to win Western States. I mean, that's freaking cool. 29
Yeah.
hours. The first man to win it was 22 hours, way back in the day. I mean, that stuff is just totally rad. So being able to see that, like each and every day at all different levels it's always been fascinating to me. Improvement has always been fascinating to me, kind of at every level, whether it's human improvement or we improve our streets or improve our trail systems or whatever. But the fact of taking something and, starting with something that's kind of like raw and unformed and turning it into something that's better than it was before you interacted with it, for whatever reason, I always get a kick out of that process.
Oh, that's really cool. I appreciate that. Yeah, that's a great response. Yeah.
Hey, Mike, what do you have coming up? Are you training for anything?
I turned 32 last April, and I ran 32 miles just cause. And
Nice.
I'm not training for anything. I run 50 miles a week. I have structured training, but
Yep.
Sage Candidate, I use one of his training plans that I bought.
Mhm.
Yeah, not training for anything. Just running, man. Trying to stay healthy.
How's the pandemic been for you?
Well, I'm in Maryland, and I work at Johns Hopkins, which is a big hospital university environment. So we've taken things very seriously. I've been remote since last March because I'm information technology, and I'm thankful to have family who takes it seriously and didn't buy into the politicization of the mask, and it's fine over here. Yeah, for the
Did it
most
get political?
Huh?
Did it get political with COVID?
Billy, stop.
Not with the. Okay, you mean sarcastic.
Yeah, I'm being sarcastic.
No. You son of a gun.
Hey, when's your birthday? You said you're an April baby?
Yeah, April 28th.
Oh, that's
4/28.
Billy's birthday!
Oh my God.
It is,
Yeah.
That is
Yeah.
completely random happenstance. Yeah.
Billy's also 32.
Are you really 32?
Yeah,
Well, let's run. What? You're turning 33 next year?
Yeah, in April this year.
In April this year, yeah. All
Mhm.
right. I'm down for 33 miles in April. I'm not
Sounds
going to
good
run
to
my
me.
age though. All right, buddy. Thank you
All right,
so
thanks,
much.
guys.
nice
Yep.
to meet you.
Thanks,
You
man.
guys too.
Bye,
Cheers.
Mike.
All right. Do I pop him out? Okay. He signed off.
Jason, are you going to do the rest of the show like that?
Yeah, I just want to do it to piss people off.
But we love to see your smile. Come on. We have to look at masks all day long. There we go. There we go.
Just trying to make a political statement.
Lonnie Marshall says Sally's handwriting is as amazing as her laugh. I agree.
That's true.
Sally's one of the-
half a point for that.
Sally's one of the few people who still writes in cursive.
I do.
That I know.
It's an art, right? Isn't your handwriting? It's unique to you, right?
Mine
Yeah.
is abstract.
You write like
Handwriting
a
is an art. Mine is abstract.
Oh,
or
Gregory?
third grade. You know, like the finger
Gregory
painting,
wrote,
you
"You
know, that
guys
the kids
really
did
lift
when they were
my
that age." Sally knows this.
Gregory wrote, "You guys really lift my spirit." So thank you for that, Gregory. That's a nice thing
Oh.
to say.
It's very sweet.
Jen, yeah, you didn't really miss much when you missed the first 30 minutes. Basically, Sally laughing at me trying to wrangle these steers back into the corral. Has the explosion in mainstream popularity of ultramarathons been primarily good or bad for the sport? This is from
Okay.
Lumpy Dog. Anyone want to take that one?
Can
Take
I
it,
put
Billy,
it into
or
put it into
Jason.
context really quickly though?
Yeah, man.
Because a lot of times we like to think that, you know, ultra running's all that and then some. The fact of the matter is you could fit the entirety of all of the North American ultra running participants within the fields of the Boston Marathon, the New York City Marathon, and the Chicago Marathon quite easily. So just those three marathons, you could fit everybody in North America into those three marathon fields. So yes, it's growing, and yes, it's growing a lot, and yes, it's a badass community, but it's like when you compare it to like other endurance communities, it's still a very, 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 very small fraction. So that's the context that I always like to set before we start to answer this. Is all this money coming in the sport so good for it? It's really not that much money. Like in the grand scheme of things, Sally and I, we've talked about this. We've talked about this before. None of us are going to be, you know, Jeff Bezos who just stepped down from Amazon based off of our ultra running or coaching careers.
I don't know, Koop. I've seen your house, man. You're doing okay for yourself.
Yeah,
We have
it's my English teacher wife's salary that's holding us down, man.
We're going to talk to Elizabeth next. Elizabeth has a question for the group, I believe. So we'll have her connect. Elizabeth, be sure to turn down your browser volume when you join us.
But we didn't answer that question. I think it's good. If you wanted to,
Oh, yeah.
thumbs up, thumbs down.
No, I'm all for the growth of the sport. See, I'm not one of those people that gets mad when the trails get more populated, or you know, especially after the pandemic when people were just getting stir crazy and getting outdoors. Like
That's good.
it would be totally hypocritical for me to bitch about those
Yeah,
people, and I had no problems with that. You just work around it, and I was happy that more people got out. Period. Elizabeth, hi, hello, how are you? Okay.
It's like,
Like,
screw
never
this
mind.
party. I'm out. I'm out. I don't blame her either.
She's reconnecting. There she is.
Elizabeth, can you hear us and or see us? Elizabeth?
We can see you, Elizabeth, and you could probably hear us, but we just It said that your audio wasn't connecting, so maybe click your little.
I love how tech support Sally starts to come into this whenever.
Yeah, Sally of all people.
What? Come on, I'm okay.
Okay, Elizabeth.
Okay, she's connecting her audio. You can see it.
Okay, I'll give her one more second before, or I may bump her back to the waiting room. Let me see.
By the way,
Elizabeth, can you hear
Maggie,
us?
pictures you've been posting lately of all your runs and the mountains. Oh, so beautiful. And I hate that every time I'm like, I want to run there, and you're like, come run. And I'm like, I can't. I want to run with you so bad.
It's pretty where you live, but yeah.
I know.
July is like the best time to come, so
I'm-
don't worry.
I'm aching for a friend run, and your mountains are so amazing. So
Yeah.
beautiful.
Well, I haven't done anything like big mountainy stuff because the snow is really dangerous and it's like
Totally.
I don't.
Yeah, the
what I'm
ice
doing.
isn't really efficient for footing.
Well, yeah, and there's like tons of avalanches and stuff. So,
Mhm.
but the Grand Canyon is available for running.
Yes.
Okay, Maggie, give us an update. What happened? How did the Grand Canyon rim to rim to rim
Yes.
happen? Tell me
Oh.
all the Tinder stories and why the midnight start.
Well, so to make it work and be back in time, just kind of Sunday night to work, and because we got snow Friday night, but Flagstaff got a bigger snowstorm, so I was like, all right. So I told Tinder, it seemed like we should just make it happen. It was now or never. So I was like, how do you feel about a midnight start? First they said like 3 or 4 a.m. And I was like joking, like, what about midnight? And he's like, yes. And so I left here at 8 a.m. Saturday, drove for 7 hours, checked into a hotel and then did a 2-hour run, went back to my hotel, slept for 2 hours, woke up, did the midnight run, took us over 12 hours, and then went back to my hotel, showered, and hit the road another 8 hours. So it was a 36-hour trip.
Oh my God.
And yeah, 2 hours of sleep.
You got to queue up one Tinder story.
Incredible.
Right after we talked to Morgan. Hi, Morgan. How are you?
Hey, I'm good. I'm so obsessed. I'm so excited to be here.
Yeah, you're
Hi,
part
Morgan.
of the gang now.
Hi, Morgan.
Hi. Wow.
Where are you zooming in from?
Yeah, are you at work? You look all pretty and dressed up and.
Yeah, I'm actually in law school, so I just had an event that I just came from and saw the live was, going. I was like, oh my God. So
Yeah. Oh, it's nice to meet you.
it's nice to meet you guys.
Morgan, where are you?
I live in Syracuse, New York.
Okay. All right. And you had a question sorry, I'm trying to keep track of everyone's questions and whatnot behind the scenes here. I forget why you were wanting to zoom in, but welcome and fire away.
Good job being host, Billy. Just wanted to point that one out.
Dude, I am juggling.
So my question was just, I got into ultra running this last summer during the pandemic when a lot of people did, I think. And I'm running my first ultra in May. But I just wanted to know, I'm a big fan of Maggie and Sally specifically. And I just wanted to know if you guys always knew you wanted to do ultras, and how do you make time for all of the training in your life and work?
Maggie,
I'll take this.
away.
Okay, well, I didn't know. I ran my first marathon. I just kind of thought that it sounded far and it was difficult. And I was like, well, I'll try a marathon. And then I said that was my only marathon. And then after 3 marathons, I was like, I'll try an ultra. And just because it's there, and it just kind of snowballed. I didn't plan it, and you just kind of, and I said I'd never consider running a 200 because it just sounded awful. And I haven't run a straight 200, but I've done longer stuff. And so yeah, I mean, it's just it's kind of a snowball effect. Juggling it for time. So I have a regular job, and I mean, you have to just make sure that what you're training for, you're really passionate about, and it's something you want to do, because it's not worth it if it's not your job. It's just not. So if it starts to become a chore, then I mean, you have to think is this worth it? Or maybe just skip the week of training and kind of this is probably bad advice, I don't know, but do something fun. I'll just do oh, I want to go run this mountain. I don't care the pace. Like, screw the speed work. Like, I'll just do that. So
That's awesome.
All right.
Morgan, what is your what's the distance that you're going to be racing for your first ultra?
It's just a 50K. It's not.
No. There's no just a 50K.
yeah.
I've run a marathon before and a few half marathons. It's been a
Awesome.
little bit. Law school's kind of sucked the life out of me. So
Yeah.
finding running again over this last summer, like through the pandemic, really gave me a lot of things to look forward to outside of work. And I found ultra running through Billy's YouTube channel. So
It's amazing. His films are so inspiring. They make you want to get on the trails, right?
yes, for sure.
Are you loving the trails?
Yes, I had never run trails before. I'd only run road, and I kind of hated road. So trail running is just a whole different experience. I found a trail running group to run with, and
Awesome.
this makes all of the difference. I love it.
So awesome. And that's like the best part is the people you meet, the places you get to explore.
That's really what I miss the most is the whole communal
Oh.
aspect of gathering, and hopefully, knock on wood, that
Yes.
been right around the corner. But until then, we can do fun stuff like this and utilize the technology. So thank you,
Mhm.
Morgan, for being a part of this community. Now you are officially in. There's no getting out. So
Thanks, guys. It was nice to meet you all.
Great to meet you. Good luck in your
Yeah, good luck.
50K.
Thank
Good
you.
luck, Morgan.
training.
all right, we have. Sorry, whoops. We have another question for Maggie, and then we will continue on with the trivia. Carl, let me see. Let's get him in here. So the people who are emailing me, I'm sending you the Zoom link, and you will be held in the waiting room. And when we're ready for you, we will let you in. So everyone just kind of hanging out in the waiting room, just remain there, and then we'll let you in when we're ready for you. Carl, I believe, had a question for Maggie if I have all my ducks in a row. And
That's questionable.
We'll wait for him to connect. So let me send out an email while we're doing that. Sally, do you see anything in the chat room?
Maggie, the driving part sounds the hardest.
It was.
Maggie, your runs are killer. Raymond wants to know where everyone is based out of. So everyone want to go around and say real quick where you currently are. I'll start. I am in Bend, Oregon as of 5 months ago.
Boo.
I know.
Boo, boo, boo. Hermosa Beach, California, obviously, right here at sea level.
And I think we're on two sides of Colorado because I'm Southwest in Durango.
And I'm in the best part of Colorado, Colorado Springs, Colorado.
Jesus.
World famous, home of the world famous King Chef Diner. And Pikes
Look at
Peak.
Carl. Dude, Carl, your mustache is amazing, bro. I love it.
It's like I'm looking.
I don't know if you can hear me, but I'm just going to put that out there. Can't tell
What's
where
going on,
he
Carl?
Can we give Carl 2 points for the mustache?
is, right?
I can give him a point. I can give him a point. Maggie can give him a
Yeah, let's give him 3 points. He's winning. Because we only have 2 points, I think.
Oh my gosh, he has a cat poster behind him, Billy. Do you see it? It's cats with sunglasses. +5 points.
How can you see that?
It's like
Always nice peeking on people's backgrounds.
Because I'm curious and observe it.
Carl, is your audio on? Not yet.
He just probably heard the YouTube just
oh,
now. Yeah.
yes. Oh, we wanted to talk.
Yes.
That was worth it just for that.
I'm seeing a couple, some race bibs, and you can learn a lot about someone on their background. You
All
can
right,
learn
Carl,
about me.
I'm just going to
My
give you a
white
few more
closet
seconds.
doors.
I'm just going to give you a few more seconds for your audio to turn on. Otherwise, we have to move on to the next person. Sorry. Nope. Okay.
You can write it on a piece of paper.
Yeah, blink.
Carl, can you hear us?
I think he can hear us. We just can't hear him.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Sorry, buddy. Let me put you back into.
Can you hear me now?
Oh,
there you go.
yeah, we can hear you, Carl.
Carl?
Thank you.
Could you hear us talking about you?
Yes, I can hear all that. Yeah. Okay.
There you
Sorry.
are.
I'm useless. I've never used this app before. My bad.
No, you're good. You're good. It's good to see you. Good to meet you.
Good to meet all you guys too.
Yeah,
This is awesome.
it really is.
Oh, wait a minute. Your sweatshirt. Is that a
Labor Pains.
labor
Yeah.
pain sweatshirt?
Yeah. 2018. Actually,
yeah.
I think you ran that year. I think you won that year.
Yeah, that's the only year I finally got to run it. That race is so fun. I miss Ron and Helene. So there's these really awesome race director couple in Pennsylvania, where we're from. And like, are you in Pennsylvania?
Yeah. If I leave my door and run a mile, I'm at the base of Mount Misery in Valley Forge.
Oh, whoa. I used to run there all the time. That's where I did like my Barkley training in that hill. And Megan Roche has all of the course segment records there in Valley Forge, and it's really frustrating. But those races are so fun. That's so awesome.
Yeah, so if you remember from 2018, I was the guy in the beer shorts not wearing a shirt. So I don't know if anyone remembers that.
That was like brutally humid and hot. Like I had, like it's where you had, that's smart just wearing a shorts, because like anything you were wearing, you had the chafing outline no matter what it was. Like it's awful.
It was really bad mud here too.
Uh-huh.
So my question
What's your question, Carl?
Yeah, my question for Maggie was, what's your favorite place to run back on the East Coast? And I guess also, what do you miss most about being on the East Coast instead of versus the being in Colorado?
Yeah,
Well,
let's
so
do some love for the East Coast.
yeah, I'll answer that second question first, because I always say Pretzel City sports and like the running community. I miss like just every weekend being able to go run a fun trail race, like a 15K or like some stupid 12-hour race on this really hard 5-mile loop. Because like Colorado has really great races, and like I'm an hour from the Hard Rock 100 start in like Silverton, but it's not like there's not a ton of them like where every weekend you just go do stuff. So I miss that in like the community. Oh, well, like, so I miss Valley Forge a lot, because like those, Wolfinger Hill, like, do you run up and down that? That's steep.
Yeah.
It's just short, but it's like brutal. And, I ran in Ridley Creek a lot. So I miss those places. And, you can really run year round and get like pretty, keep your speed and all that. Here, you got to kind of be selective on where you run. We had the mud here is like clay. It's awful. I hate it.
Awesome.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Say hi to Valley Forge for me.
Oh, I was just there today, except it's covered in a foot of snow right now.
Yeah, you guys got tons of snow. That's crazy. Probably have more snow than us now.
Yeah.
All right, Carl. Stay well out there, man. Thanks for coming in.
Yep.
Bye,
Thanks, Carl. Bye.
Okay. We have about 4 questions left. We're going to get to trivia. To update people on the point total, we have Maggie at 2, Koop at 2, and Sally at 1. And the top 2,
right?
Yeah, just the 1.
Just Alaska.
And we're going to actually have somebody play along with us and also do a giveaway.
Ooh, here we go.
Let's see. Pick Kendra. Kendra. Again,
Mags, you need to get
turn down the
Ryan.
volume on your browser.
Okay.
When you join in.
Let's see what the
He needs to
topic
join
is
in.
first, Sally. I don't want to waste my phone a friend on a Western States question with Ryan.
Hi, Kendra. She's still connecting to our audio. So this question, Maggie, is brought to us by our friends at Tailwind Nutrition.
Ooh, Maggie, did you make this question?
No.
She did not, but it is related to Tailwind Nutrition. Hi, Kendra.
Hi,
Kendra,
Kendra.
hi.
Hello,
Good to meet you. Where are you calling in from?
Michigan.
All right. Is it snowy and cold there?
It is. Yes, it is.
Kendra, let's play along, and there will be some product giveaway for you. I don't know if you've used Tailwind in the past, but that is what we will be giving you. Win, lose, or draw, you'll get something either way. Okay. Related to Tailwind, the category is Boston. And the question is, Thanks to a strong tailwind, coupled with cooler temps, the 2011 Boston Marathon saw some really fast times in the marathon, including Ryan Hall's 2:04:58. He took 4th place, and Des Linden on the female side, well, then it was Des Davila, took 2nd place, and a really exciting final 200 meter race, and came down right down to the wire. Des, alas, got outkicked, but she did run the fastest time ever by an American in Boston at that point. To your best guesstimation, guess your time, or guess her time rather. Desi's 2011 slightly wind-aided Boston Marathon time. I can barely read my own handwriting, by the way. It's like chicken scratch.
You have good handwriting, Billy.
I never write. How often do we actually write down long paragraphs? Okay. Everyone locked in? Kendra, since you are a guest question answerer, we'll start with you.
All right, I put 2:23.
2:23 is Kendra's guess. Any thought behind that?
I'm thinking she won it with like a 2:26, and I know that wasn't her fastest time, so I went a little lower than that.
Very
Okay.
smart, Kendra.
Sally, what about you?
I did 2:22:43. I kind of went back and forth with 2:21, 2:22. So I just chose 2:22.
Okay. Koop? 2:19:32.
Man, we're getting lower.
Dang it.
Why is that, Koop?
Des is fast.
Yeah.
He's
That's
like, because
right.
I'm standing at the finish line. I know the
And
exact time.
Maggie, what you got?
Well, as a true believer in Des, I have 2:18 or some seconds, 30 seconds, 36.
This was 11 years ago, by the way.
I know.
No, doesn't that blow your mind? I was just talking about
10
this
years
with
ago.
Mario.
Yeah.
It's crazy that it was a decade ago.
I know.
Less.
Can
At
I
least,
tell
you,
you something
at least
fun?
you didn't do 16 and a half.
Guys, I got
2:16.
to chat on Zoom today with Bridget Kosgei, the world record holder of the
Oh, yeah.
marathon, 2:14. Just to let you know,
Amazing.
that was my day.
Good name drop.
Amazing.
Good name
Yeah.
drop, Maggie. You
A hell
get
of a
half a
name
point
drop.
for name dropping.
Thank you.
What was it about? Or what was it related to? Was it a tailwind thing?
Yeah, I mean, we just like chat once in a while.
Maggie just really wanted to name drop that. Has no idea what the context of the conversation was. Just like, yeah.
You'll find out one day.
Okay, I unfortunately will have to eliminate Koop, and we'll have to eliminate Maggie. Kendra, do me a favor and hold up your time again. And Sally, hold
I
up your
didn't
time
do
again.
seconds. I just did 2:23.
Okay.
2:22:43.
You guys
All
are
right.
really close together.
Well, Kendra, you were very, very close, but the win and the point goes to Sally McRae.
No
2:22:38.
way!
Oh my
dude!
gosh.
5 seconds!
Wow.
Yeah.
Second.
Well done.
Kendra,
But Kendra, you can have the tailwind because I'm all about spring energy. Yeah.
Get out of here. She has a huge marketing role in Spring Energy. I think she's the director of marketing.
I'm not.
Freaking product plugs.
Everyone email her if you need any spring marketing
Stop,
needs.
Mags. I'm not.
Kendra, do me a favor and forward me your contact information, your mailing address, and I'll forward that to the people at Tailwind, and we'll get you some goodies.
Awesome.
Kendra, are you training
Also,
for anything?
I feel like Kendra can just DM me. I think we're friends.
Yeah, I'll do that.
I'll get you some
Thanks,
tips.
guys.
Wait, Kendra, don't go yet. Are you training for any races right now?
I'm signed up for the Bryce Canyon 60K on Memorial Day weekend.
That's a cool race.
Yeah,
Nice.
awesome.
Cool
Love
race.
that.
All right. Well, we wish you all the best.
Thank
Enjoy your
you.
tailwind when you're training and racing.
Thanks.
Thanks, Kendra.
Bye, guys.
Good
Bye.
job. Bye.
You guys, 5 seconds.
That's pretty good.
What?
That was
That's pretty-
good. That was
that's
good.
pretty
you should get an
amazing.
extra point for that.
Yeah.
You should get an
Thanks,
extra point for
Mackenzie.
that.
All right.
kidding.
We are
All right,
down.
we're all tied up. I would like to point out.
It's a very close race.
When are you going to have a
Ooh.
question Ryan can actually help me with?
We shall see. Let's move right along to the next one. He could actually, maybe he can help you out with this. And we're going to have somebody play along with us. Let's bring on, let me make sure this was the right person. Sorry, guys, there's a lot of things going on here behind the scenes. And if I sound distracted, that is why. Okay, let's see.
You're doing great, Billy.
We need
doing
Billy
great.
needs a producer.
I really do.
If you need a, if you anybody there who needs an
You guys want to hop
internship,
on as a producer for the
and
next
internet,
show?
yeah.
Yeah.
Hit
Send-
Billy up at billy@billyyangpodcast.com. Is that the email? Am I doing that right?
Good job, Jason. Just making one up.
Yeah, I was just making shit up as we go along. I'm pretty good at that.
Bring on James. James.
How many questions we have left? 3?
We have 3 questions left.
Okay. I see James. There he is. What's up, James?
Wow,
James-
how's it going?
You good? You having a big
Come on,
old
buddy.
aquarium behind you?
Yeah.
Dude, what's your map of? Is that the Grand Canyon behind you? What is that?
No, that is the Bridger Range. I'm in Montana.
Oh,
What is
nice.
that? Is that bark or is that oak?
Yeah. Sally's like my mom. You'll be like FaceTiming her. She's like, where does that door lead to that's behind you?
I love it, Sally.
Oh, so
James,
James
sorry,
is
where-
in Montana. Montana.
Okay,
In
Montana.
Bozeman.
Excellent. Shout out to Bozeman, man. So you ready to play along with us? You'll need a writing a Sharpie thing or pen, paper. And
Yeah, I am ready. I am ready to
Writing
go.
Sharpie thing.
Yeah.
Billy.
So this question is supported by our friends at Equator Coffees. Shout out to them.
Nice.
And it is related to coffee. Coffee, a drink that we all know and love. It is the most popular beverage. I don't know if you guys know this globally, with more than 400 billion cups consumed each day. And in the US alone, we have 450 million cups that we consume daily. So per capita, though, we are not number one. Per capita, we are not number one. So in 2020, what was that country that ranked number one per capita in coffee consumed by pounds? Not that that's important. Your options are A.
Oh, good. Good.
Wait,
A.
don't go with options. I think we should guess because I know the answer.
What?
No.
I want to
We're-
see if my options on the list at least.
yeah, we're not going to pick the closest country.
So I wrote my answer down. I'm going to put it over here, and if it's
Okay.
on the list,
Extra
Your
points.
Extra credit.
I get 4 points.
Your options are no, you do not. Your options are Canada, A, B, Italy, C, Colombia, or D, Finland.
Who wants to
Damn.
pick D?
No way.
Yeah, everybody wants to pick D
Really?
for sure. Yeah, everybody's like, oh, it shouldn't be Finland, but it really is.
I mean,
they're
I think
Last
it's
one is always a
a
curveball.
really small country.
Hey, James, do you consume coffee?
Yeah, I do. I drink coffee like every morning.
Yeah.
Definitely.
Well, we got to step up our game to if we're going to get close to whatever the answer is here, because America is way down on the list.
James, do you put cream in your coffee? Soy
No,
milk, almond milk,
No, I drink it black.
just straight,
I'm
just
a
straight,
savage.
straight
Why
soil.
would you ruin coffee with that?
With what?
Exactly.
What is that?
Do you make yours into an MCT oil bomb, Jason?
Oh God! stop.
okay.
Okay.
Got it.
All right.
Next topic, Jason.
I already got an email for somebody offering up to be my producer, so thank you. We'll follow up with you.
See, look at that. I should be your hype man. Well, that's all it took.
Hi, man. Whether you like it or not. Okay, so the options again for the question that was what country in 2020 consumed the most coffee per capita? A, Canada, B, Italy, C, Colombia, or D, Finland. We'll start with our guest, James. What you got?
I'm gonna go with.
See, I told
Lynn.
you people wanted to pick
Interesting.
Finland. I love it. Yes, James. I give you a point for the boldness of that pick.
What was that?
Why did you pick Finland?
You know, Italy was kind of my second choice, but I don't know. Like Jason said, Finland seems kind of out there from left field, so
Totally.
I decided
love
Well,
to
if
go
you've
with
been
that
I
one.
paying
agree.
attention,
I
the
love
last
love
option, it's been a curveball sometimes. Sometimes it has been the right answer. So Finland. Sally, what about you?
I said Italia. I even drew you a coffee right there.
Thank you,
They
Sally.
drink a lot of coffee there, let me tell you.
That is awesome.
Quick little story about Italy. Sally and I were in Courmayeur after UTMB, and we went to get a cup of coffee to go because we wanted to hit up a mountain. Guess who doesn't do to go that often? Well, basically everywhere else but US seemingly. But Courmayeur in particular looked at me like, what?
What? What?
Like, all right, and started looking around various cabinets
Yeah.
for
What?
this styrofoam cup and a janky lid that barely fit. They like to take their time. Maggie, what about you?
Me?
Yes, you.
Okay, well, I wrote down a lot of things, but I went with Canada because Italy drinks tiny coffees, so like it can't be that much coffee, you know?
Mhm.
And then I put Colombia because like they have a lot of coffee beans, but I feel like that's exported
They drink a lot of
Like-
instant coffee too.
other things.
Yeah.
Well, it could be Colombia, but I put Canada because of the Tim Hortons and the sheer amount of
That
Hortons.
that was
Great
my
strategy.
first choice was Canada.
I
My
picked
first choice was
Canada
Canada.
because
I'm
of
gonna
Tim
regret
Hortons.
it.
10 points for Maggie for bringing up Tim Hortons.
Tim Hortons,
that
dude.
was not on the Vegas
was
odd makers
good.
charts. So
All right, Jason, let's see what you got.
I picked Italy and I did it before the answer.
Yes,
so I
he
get 10
did.
points.
Italia.
See, I thought of Italy right away, but then I was just like, those coffees are
too
so
obvious.
small, you know? They only
Yeah.
like grind up a couple beans.
Hang on, guys. Let me enjoy this for a second.
Oh, we're all wrong.
It's Colombia.
Because I love the
Colombia.
bravado of Koop. I just love, yeah.
He was really confident in that answer too.
There's somebody who's right, but it is not, in fact, Jason Koop. And
Darn
this is our
it.
guest, Double J,
Oh, Finland.
Yes.
Oh my gosh.
Finland.
Finland, at
Win.
26.4 pounds per person. Per year.
Wow.
Wow.
Half a pound. That's a half a pound a week.
So
Oh
Jason,
my gosh,
Or two.
Jason.
Wait a
Just
minute.
the
20
math right away.
They love saunas. That's what they call them, saunas.
Saunas.
And-
Yeah, you're right.
I had a Finnish friend. She
They're-
called it a
apparently they're
sauna.
That's a lot.
That's a
so
lot.
James, send me a
Wow.
message. Let me know your contact info, and our
Cool.
friends at Equator Coffees will hook you up with a really nice.
Dude, you're stoked. Equator Coffee is so
Awesome.
good.
Good job, James.
Wow.
Thanks, you guys.
Good job.
Yeah,
man.
Awesome.
James,
This
great
was
to
fun.
meet you.
Thanks, you guys. Nice to meet you guys. Have a great night.
Yeah,
You
you
too.
too.
Hey, well,
James, since he got that question right, none of us got it right. He needs to be a guest next time we do this.
we're still knotted up at 2, you guys, and we have
So
2 questions
pathetic.
left.
By
So
the way,
wow, it may-
over under on the questions right is still holding pretty strong at 2.5.
I do have a question that I need to quickly address from my Patreon page. Let me see. It came from Bill and Nicole Nolan, and it was about, let me see. Let me pull it up here. Okay, so he didn't want to get on the Zoom, but he did have a question. We are expecting our first child in July, and my wife was curious how Sally handled running while pregnant. Did she stay away from trails to avoid any accidental falls? How long was she out of running completely, and how was her experience getting back into the swing of running after the childbirth?
I was pretty young when I got pregnant with both my kiddos, so I feel like depending on different stages in your life, like how you feel going into your pregnancy dictates it a lot. So like my with Mackenzie, I ran until I was 4 months, and then I just didn't feel great after that. And then I really loved to eat a ton. I gained so much weight with Mackenzie. I was
You like to
pretty
eat, Sally?
big. What? It was amazing. I
You
ate
like to
so-
eat?
I love to eat. I ate so much carbs and sugar with her. Like I was like Oompa Loompa. So it was like 4 months. And then with Isaiah, I was running my own fitness business. I used to like train like boot camp style and all of that. So I ran with Isaiah up until pretty much my due date, and all I wanted was meat with him. Like I ate tons of meat and felt really good. So they were both totally different, which I think is amazing and like a really beautiful part about being pregnant. So really go with what feels good for you, because every body is different. And I think like the one thing that my doctor just said was just don't keep an elevated heart rate for an extended period of time. So it was just a lot of very enjoyable movement and fitness. When I stopped running with Mackenzie, I just did I did a lot of weights. I was at the gym. I would do like the elliptical and just different things that allowed me to still get a workout, but it wasn't stressful or uncomfortable on me. So I think my best advice is just enjoy the journey of being pregnant and your changing body. And it's okay if it's uncomfortable and you don't want to do certain things. Getting on the trails, I did a lot of hiking on the trails. So congratulations, by the way. Really awesome. What a joy.
Shout out to Bill, and I forget what his last name or his wife's name was. Nicole. Yeah, Bill and Nicole Nolan. Thank you guys for the question. Okay, I am going to add somebody else.
What's the topic of this question?
Maggie's gonna go do last minute research.
No, I want to see if Ryan is useful or not.
Hang on, I have to remember who I invited for the question. Oh, it was Hannah. I believe it was Hannah. Are you in
There's
here?
this amazing sound happening outside my window. It's the sound of rain, which we never hear here anymore.
Really? You didn't
Yeah, it's raining pretty hard. It was really warm here today.
Hannah Wheeler. How are you?
I'm good.
Ooh.
How are you?
Welcome, welcome. Where are you zooming from?
Lancaster County, PA.
Oh, I feel like your name,
yeah.
I know, I feel like your name looks familiar. I've probably seen it on like rosters or results or something.
I don't know about that, but
Hannah, do you have a map of the world behind you? Oh my God, that's so amazing. Seriously? All of the entire Earth on that one map.
Crazy.
Hey, Hannah, did you happen to see my film about Zach
Yes,
Miller?
Zach, yeah. Oh my goodness, I was so excited when that came out.
So how do you feel like Lancaster was represented in that film?
I thought it was really good. I'm from super southern Lancaster County, so it's pretty rural, and I was like, it was just neat to see how you incorporated some of those elements. So good job. That was phenomenal.
It's pretty cool, right? I mean, certainly unique in terms of, I don't know, like Amish buggies.
Yeah.
Billy, what if she was like, dude, you did not represent well. Like, just like full on.
I was willing to take that chance. Did you ever bump into Zach and or Chris McDougall when he lived there?
I actually like run past, not typically, but I've ran past his house. Like it's super close. I see him running, but not Zach.
Okay. Yeah, Chris McDougall is actually in Hawaii now. I think he moved out of Lancaster, but I did meet his donkey and saw his house. It's a really cool part of Lancaster.
Yeah.
Quick shout out, by the way, to Shane Cook, who gifted me this Horse Soldier bourbon. I think it was based on our last live show. He saw me pour a glass of bourbon. So shout out to you, Shane.
Wow.
I acknowledge him. Yeah. Anybody else who wants to send me free bourbon, I will be happy to send you my information. Okay. So this may not be your area of expertise, Hannah.
Who are you talking to?
Because it is all the way across the country.
There's no expertise.
I don't mind.
People in Pennsylvania don't know
Hannah,
things
you're gonna be
about
fine.
outside of Pennsylvania.
Hannah,
She's in rural Amish country. I don't know. The answer is light bulb.
notice Billy's he's like drinking copiously.
I'm just waiting for you guys to settle down. Relax. I'm chilling. Okay, it is brought to us by our friends at Path Projects.
Ooh.
They make mostly men's gear, but they do have some cool hats. So I'll be sure to maybe you can get a handful and you can gift it to the men in your life.
Good quality stuff, and the shirts are so soft.
Okay.
Billy, are you wearing a Path Project t-shirt right now?
This, I don't think so.
No?
But anyway, so the category is JMT.
JMT. And for those of you that don't know what that stands for.
That is a John Muir
Can that be the question? What is the JMT?
Yes.
So last summer in early July, I was fortunate enough to join my friends Elon and Gabby on the glorious Eastern Sierra. The trail stays at high elevations, mostly above 8,000 feet or 2,400 meters. And this iconic trail has a few mountain passes where you traverse over 11,000 feet or 3,400 meters along the 211-mile trek. My question to you guys, the contestants, how many mountain passes in total do you traverse along the 211 or 340 kilometer trek?
Can I phone a friend on this?
Can we just like watch the documentary that you made on it really quick?
Yeah, take
like
about an hour and a half or however.
I think you say it in the beginning. You open up the, you do. See, I watched it. Okay.
So let's
Now,
see.
do you remember is the key.
Yeah, let's see how hardcore fan you are. So take an educated guess if you don't know the answer. It sounds like all 5 of you do not. But
Oh, I know it.
Hannah's ready.
How many mountain how many mountain passes or how many passes?
How many let me see.
They're non-mountain passes?
Where you traverse over 11,000 feet.
Okay. That's the criteria. How many times above 11,000 feet?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
That was helpful.
Little bumps along the road do not count. So we'll start with Hannah, our guest.
Okay, I'm kind of second guessing it. I have no idea. I said 7. No clue.
I guess 7. Sally, what about you?
I'm going to guess 12.
12. Okay. Koop.
11.
Koop says 11. And finally, we have Maggie, who, did you say you think you have the answer?
16.5.
Plus 5 for creativity.
I know I invited you on for a reason, Maggie. Oh my God, I laughed way too hard at that. The correct answer actually belongs to our guest yet again. The correct answer is 6.
Oh, wow.
All right.
Donahue, Muir, Mather, Pinchot, Glenn, and Forrester.
Wow.
Yeah. So congratulations.
I thought you did an out and back, so that's why I was like, you know.
Yeah, we did it.
7 times 2 is
16.5.
Remember? See? Yeah, represent.
Remember the math class I took in college?
Hold on, I still get the point though, because I was the closest.
What did you guess?
11.
No.
None of us get the point.
You know what? All 3 of you will go on to the final round.
Oh, geez. This is rigged.
Hannah, thank you so much for playing.
Good job.
Send me your contact information and we will make sure we get some product.
Good job, Hannah.
Thank you.
Stay well in Lancaster. Thanks for playing. All right. Should we answer a couple of quick questions before we go to our final one? Let me see here.
Yeah,
we still don't know what we're playing for.
So
someone said they have an image of your blisters burned into their brain.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was gross.
I kept it real. Hang on. I think she must have a question. We're going to work in Emma. Sorry, Emma. I forget exactly why I sent you the link, but oh wait, Emma. Emma's your friend, Sally. Right?
Yeah.
Emma! Javelina.
Sorry, I was in the chat room. I had my YouTube up.
Sorry.
Oh, it's
I didn't recognize the last name, Emma. How are you?
Yeah, good. How's everyone?
Thank you. Guys, Emma and I go way back. When we did our live sessions, Nike Run Club live coaching sessions, Emma was one of the pacers.
Definitely.
And an incredible runner too. And an incredible coach. Why don't you say where are you coaching? Give us a
Yeah,
little-
so I coach women's cross country and track and field at Pomona Pitzer College,
Oh, sweet. Good for you.
California.
Yeah, she's got a stellar group of girls and just an incredible outlook on life. It's so good to see you. I miss you.
Likewise, Sally. It's great seeing everyone.
Emma, did you want to just pop in and say hello, or did you have a question?
I mean, yeah, I love saying hello, but I do have a question. So I was currently training for Lake Sonoma 50 and I ended up catching coronavirus.
Mm.
I don't know if you guys have any like advice or even, I mean, I still want to race, but I mean, I don't know. I don't know if you guys have any thoughts on that.
You have lingering symptoms from it?
You know, just like fatigue, but other than that, like, you know, I feel ready to go only because I like to compete. So
What was the severity of it? I haven't talked to many people who actually had it.
you know, I run every day and I thought like if I caught coronavirus, you know, I could probably get over it quickly. I was completely wrong. It lasted about 12 days, a lot of muscle fatigue, leg pain that didn't allow me to walk or even sit for periods of time for like a whole week. But today was like my first day back where I was able to jog for 1 minute and then walk a minute 4 times through. But I'm still, you know, I still want to be able to like train and, you know, hopefully race Lake Sonoma. So
Hey,
Jason,
Billy,
what
can
would
I-
you say to that?
yeah,
Because she is a competitor. I mean, she's pretty stellar runner.
Yeah.
So as it just happens to be, we did not plan this beforehand. Next Thursday on my podcast, I interviewed the esteemed Dr. Ben Levine. And for those of you who don't know who Dr. Ben Levine is, he's one of the most respected sports cardiologists in the entire world. And he also pioneered the concept of live high, train low. So we owe an incredible debt of gratitude to Dr. Levine for all of our knowledge, for instigating all the knowledge that we have about altitude training. But specifically, I interviewed him about cardiac complications post-COVID infection. Because one of the things that happened once athletes started recovering from coronavirus is all these cardiologists and physicians, they started just to notice weird things happen with athletes. They'd have certain complications and they didn't really kind of know what to trace it back to. And so the American Journal, the Journal of American Medical Association put out a special statement in October of last year that outlined a whole host of return to play guidelines. And if you send me your information, I'll send you a link to that paper. It's very easy to read. It's not your stereotypical research paper jargon that's impossible to understand. It's written to be consumed by the general public. But I interviewed him to get a better kind of depth of what these recommendations are, because they are seriously it's something to take very serious, I guess is what they're kind of saying. And the basic recommendation that Dr. Levine came back to is that if you had relatively normal symptoms compared to a regular run-of-show flu that you have had, you don't need to get any sort of advanced screening or anything like that. But in your case, if you had advanced complications, you're really out for that long, you really would be a good candidate to go into a proper sports cardiologist and get a proper screen on your heart, because there are certain cases that tend to pop up time to time where the virus puts too much of a strain on the heart and it just kind of like lingers around for a while. And you want to rule all that stuff out, because the penalty for going on when you've got something like that kind of lingering around is actually quite high. So I based on that advice, I would encourage you to go into your normal physician or find a sports cardiologist kind of near you and just get a full workup done, and also read this the special statement that came out a few months ago, because they really did kind of outline all of these different things that you need to kind of watch out for, and also things that would put you in the clear. So for other people that are listening that have had COVID, I don't want people like push the panic button and say, oh, well, all these bad things are going to happen. They really did a good job of doing some risk stratification across different types of athletes and the symptoms that all of these athletes were actually experiencing.
Great. Thank you. I appreciate it, Jason.
Yeah. check out the podcast next Thursday. He's absolutely brilliant and explains it in terms that everybody can understand.
Awesome. Thank you.
Take care of yourself, Emma.
See you again.
Yeah.
I am.
Hi.
Okie doke. I was just responding to some of the people in the chat room here.
Jason, that was great. That's so good to hear that. So you're releasing that podcast next week?
Yeah, it's next Thursday. I just put the link to the paper in the chat room so everybody can check
perfect.
it out there.
No, that's good. I think a lot of people will find that helpful.
Yeah, I've had 4 athletes that have gotten COVID, and they've
Okay.
had a whole range. Some of them are just like, man, I'm fine.
Right?
And then other ones
Totally.
have been just like completely knocked out for
Mm-hmm.
2 weeks or something like that. And it's the range is what is kind of scaring the physicians out there, that it's not the stereotypical run show, which is not that
Mhm.
indifferent from any sort of other viral infection. But
Right.
because it's new, it's just raising a lot of alarm bells. But
Mhm.
I've found that the response from the medical community, as long as you're listening to the right people, has been really reasonable. You don't have to go out and push the panic button. You know, you can stratify your risk across a lot of different areas, and you can figure it out. Not
Mhm.
everybody has to run around like a chicken with their head cut off.
For sure. Yeah. And the same thing, I've known several people close to me who have gotten it, and the range is all over the place. Yeah. Some are like fine after 3 days, other it's, it's 10 with all these symptoms. And
Yeah, it's weird.
yeah.
Weird.
it's
I saw that
really
too. Just lingering for months sometimes.
Mhm.
Yeah.
I guess it's so like on a case by case basis. I want to read through some of these comments here. William Runner said, one thing that really drew me into the ultra community is the awesomeness of the community itself. So down to earth and so fun to be around. I agree, William. Terry Miller, most live videos are contrived and suck, and I watch them for about 30 seconds. This is the only one I've wanted to keep watching. Nice work, Billy and all. Thank you. That's awesome. Thanks for the shout out, Billy. Enjoy. Shane. Yeah, thanks again. That's Shane with the bourbon hookup. Lumpy Dog, how many bodies of water did Billy jump into? I lost count after a while. I assume you're talking about the JMT. Tapatio. Yeah, hell yeah. Tapatio was awesome. Is that something that interests you? Maggie, you might have done it before. Have you done a through hike? Like a proper
No, we were talking about that. I really want to do one. And I was messaging Gabby after I saw you guys, is before your film came out, but I told her I wanted to do it, and she said she'd be down anytime.
It would be so much fun.
Yeah.
I mean, doing anything endurance with Maggie, like Maggie doesn't get too high or get too low. She's just like right here. And this is like the fun zone. Maggie's like,
I don't know what that means. The fun zone is just flatlined, apparently. You know,
I meant to do this, like the fun zone.
Oh, I see.
We're gonna wind things down here, but we do have one final question. And the question is going to come from, I guess, can you guys see who's in the waiting room? And I'm asking this of Jason, Sally, and Maggie.
No.
Let's see. Oh,
Corinne! Corinne, if you're asking this question, I better get it right. You better have stacked the deck in my favor. Otherwise,
what's up, Corinne?
So Corinne Malcolm, Adidas athlete, friend of the show, friend to everyone. You are going to be the tiebreaker because we are all knotted up at 2.
No, that's bullshit. I got a point for the last question.
Make it interesting, Koop. Come on.
Corinne, how are you doing this evening?
Plus, I gave you guys the first one. Come on, this is rigged. I want to recount.
I'm good. I'm up in the wet and dark Bellingham, Washington, taking a wilderness emergency medicine course for 2 months. So I'm a month in, 1 more month to go, and then I'll be back in hopefully sunny California by then.
Corinne just got a lot of new training partners with that. It's like, I want to go run with her because I know if I get myself into trouble, Corinne can get me out of it.
I can intubate you. I can suture.
You want to go through hiking with me?
Yeah. I'm applying now. It's going on my CV for running partners.
So Corinne and I, we schemed up a plan where she was going to be the final question. She was going to come up with something fun, creative, innovative. I didn't realize it was going to be a tiebreaker, but lo and behold, here we are. Shut up, Koop. So we're going to give you the final question. Give us a category and give us a question.
Okay, so it's two of my favorite things. It's UTMB
And Billy
and cheese.
Oh my gosh, two
Okay.
wonderful things, Corinne.
So I did a lot of Googling. Billy didn't give me a lot of time, but I prepared. And what I want to know, what I want you to guess, and you can do it in kilograms or pounds, but approximately how much cheese does UTMB purchase for their aid station during
Right?
UTMB?
Great
Dude,
question.
like the
How many-
only race
how
that I
much
eat a
ch-
lot of cheese
How
in.
much cheese do they purchase for their aid stations?
Dude.
I love the question. Oh my
Yes, and kilograms or pounds, I can work the metric system. It is okay.
Okay.
So UTMB
Let's do
obviously is the Ultra Trail du Mont Blanc, 105-mile race that
Whoa, wait for the whole week because there's 6 races.
I believe from what I've gathered, I believe it is just for UTMB specifically.
Oh wait, this is
Okay, that
I get to
changes then.
Throw away my answer.
Because it went from
How
10,000
do you know that it's
people
just
needing
from?
cheese.
Yeah. How,
Corinne, do you see what I'm dealing with here? Do you see what I'm dealing with here?
how would you be
Pressure is
able to
on.
delineate that
It
just
is
for
great.
UTMB,
10,000 people
though?
Thank you,
needing
That's
Jason.
not
Thank
logistically
you.
possible.
Okay, hold on. I pause.
It's not like they go out and they're like, okay, we're just going to shop for UTMB today. We're not shopping for CCP or TDS, just UTMB. We put the UTMB cheese over here and the TDS cheese over there.
I love it, right? Thank
Sorry, I
you.
let my
That's
dog
what I'm
indoors, too.
thinking.
My dog is like very upset that she's locked out. So 1 second.
Now we have a dog
Aw.
emergency.
Right?
Man.
Let's go.
I agree, though. I mean, you're looking at 10.
Sally, you gave away part of the rationale for the answer, though.
I'm
really
pretty
disappointed
sure.
in that.
Okay.
I hope nobody else
I can't
listens
tell
to
you.
it.
Petey, come here. Come here. Hi.
I mean, there's over 10,000 runners for the week. So
That's the key to the answer. Sally McRae? Fuck.
I can't tell you if it's for the week or not. I don't have that information.
Okay, we have to guess.
We're
This
shifting
is what we've been
gears
doing
all day long.
anyway.
Okay, so was
stats
it?
and facts. UTMB stats and facts.
Okay, that's
So-
the whole thing. You can assume that's the whole thing.
So you said we can answer in pounds, right? Because I want to play.
Yes,
along.
I'm going to say it's the whole thing because
Play
it's
along.
listed with the total cumulative runners for all the races.
okay. ¿Cuánto queso por toros?
Sally, are you drinking too?
No. Just got a mango here waiting to be eaten. That's it. And some water. Okay, this is a lot. I think that when they buy stuff, they break it down per person.
Okay, I got it.
Yeah, so then we should do the
Sally gave
math.
away the-
How many kilos of cheese do they allocate per person?
Yeah, Sally gave it away.
Okay,
Totally get
Billy,
that.
I guess you're in charge of.
Yeah, I'm not technically playing,
Billy's
but I
in
wanted to
charge.
chime in. I'm saying 1,500 pounds. And just a random guess, and I'm slightly buzzed, but 1,500 pounds.
Here.
Who's next, Billy? You're the conductor here.
16.5 thousand pounds of cheese.
I love it.
All right, Corinne, if you haven't been paying attention, that's been a running gag for Maggie's answers.
It's
6.5.
Yeah.
Gotta get those decimals in.
I'm saying 20,000 kilograms.
That's
Two-
so much cheese,
2
Coop.
kilograms per person.
What does that mean in American?
I'm saying 10,000
See,
pounds.
that's what I had. Oh, 10,000 pounds?
10,000 pounds because you got to
Yeah.
factor in the volunteers, everyone helping,
Yeah.
and just
See,
some of the
that's why-
people that only UTMB to eat.
That's
you know?
why I said 2 kilograms per person, because they got to feed the aid station volunteers and people are skimming stuff off the top.
And it's a week of
And-
cheese.
and it's an economic driver
Basically.
for the valley. And so they're
It is.
inflating those numbers.
Thank you, Jason. Should we talk about how TDS now goes through a certain city because of
Yeah,
the cheese?
correct.
Okay.
Correct.
So I have to answer this now, right? Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
So the most recent number on cheese is 1,500 kilograms of cheese, which is approximately 3,306 pounds of cheese.
Ooh, Billy.
Wow.
I
Really?
I
think
thought
Billy won.
1,500 pounds.
That's
Not-
the closest I picked, though.
Oh my God.
I had
That's dead nuts
10,000.
on.
Yeah.
The number was dead nuts
wasn't-
on, not necessarily the metric system, but okay, let me scratch that out. Kill it. There you go.
Wait, so does
Still a
Koop,
lot.
who was the lowest? Because that's who wins,
I don't
right?
even know what you guys said.
I
Billy.
said 16.5 thousand.
It's whoever is closest to the actual number. It
Yeah,
doesn't
so
matter.
It's
Billy.
not me.
Yeah, Billy
But
wins. This
Billy
applies to
Williams.
everybody else.
Billy
Can
wins.
I,
We all
can I
lose.
give you their little fact sheet read off?
Yeah.
Okay, they say 35,000 cereal bars,
Oh my
15,000 liters of cola, 13,000 liters of soup, 11,000 drop bags, and 1,500 kilograms of cheese.
See, that's just for one race if it's only 11,000 drop bags.
I think they mean like per person.
So in all seriousness,
11,000 per person?
Well, 11,000
One per person.
That's all the
Counting-
races then. That sounds right because there's 6 races.
who had the next closest
10,000
answer?
runners though.
Well, they do that volunteer race. Remember? It's like on either like the Monday or Tuesday. It's a half marathon.
This is rigged.
That you have to volunteer to do it, but they
This is
have
totally
like
rigged.
they have like
Yeah,
2,000
totally won.
volunteers, maybe more than that. So that would make sense.
Jody, I'm with you. I'm slightly lactose intolerant, but I go for the cheese anyway.
I could not find how much cured meat they have at the aid stations, but that was the next thing I was going to look up.
It is cool. You can actually make it's basically one giant charcuterie board.
Sorry, my dog is
That's
whining
worth it
now.
for the price of
I can hear your dog.
Yeah, she sounds like a whale. She's very upset.
So who had the next closest answer? Because I wasn't really
Come here.
quick, even though I'm really.
I think Jason, right? Jason had the next closest.
Oh, what?
He
I
said,
wasn't even close.
yeah, didn't you say
He said in
7,000?
kilograms,
I
though.
said
So we have to
Oh,
1,000
convert it.
kilograms.
oh,
I think the metric system threw y'all for a loop.
Oh my
yeah.
God.
So I won 10,000 pounds. I was off by 7,000.
And Maggie, you said
It's really
6.5.
sad. She said 16.5 thousand.
Pounds.
16.5.
I was gonna put, I was gonna move the decimal point.
No.
between the 1 and the
No.
6 just to be fancy, but I kept.
Mags,
Thank you.
no.
So that's like
But I would have got it. I would have been close had I moved that decimal.
that's like
I
a
think I
pound
got
and
the
a half per
point.
person, right?
You're
Pound and a
still
half per
upset
person.
about this, Coop.
No.
I-
I'm just like, right, 16,000 pounds. Sure, 16,000 pounds is a pound and a half per person.
It's a lot of
1.6 pounds per person. That's
But
a
I
lot
mean,
of
it's a
frickin'
long
cheese.
way.
Okay, can somebody in the chat room tell us who got the closest
I
answer?
did.
No, Maggie or
Yeah.
Sally won.
Is it
10,000.
Sally?
Sally wins.
I said 10,000 pounds. I even
Alright.
drew a piece of cheese.
She gets an extra half a point for the piece. I want my question 1 back, by the way. That was a gimme.
Okay, so
Sally wins with 3 points. By the way,
No
I'd like
way.
to. I would still like to point out that I nailed the over under.
Yes, you did.
you did. Did you guess the over on the 2.5, or did you?
I just said the over under
just
was
said it.
2.5, and
No, that was good.
Vegas wins. Vegas
That was
wins
good.
always.
All right. The first of, I know, maybe the last, but
This
first
is
trivia
last.
night with Koop, Sally, and our special guest Maggie, and our extra special guest Corinne Malcolm. Sally was a big winner. Sally, do you want to say anything? Do you want to plug anything? The floor is yours.
Hey, come back again next week. We're doing this again next week, right, Billy?
What a great plug.
Same place, same time.
Dang.
I want to see what happens to Billy's YouTube viewership after this. It's just like
You know what? There is a sweet spot in terms of a guess that I should probably allow on these live feeds, and it is also exactly at 2.5. Anything above that becomes a total shit show, and anything below that is like cricket. So it's
more
like
of a shit show. More of a shit show.
Corinne Malcolm, thank you so much, our lovely Adidas athlete. And what do you have going on this year? Tell us what you have going on in the next, Q2 through Q3.
Oh man, fancy. I mean, I'm learning to save y'all. That's what I'm doing right now, which is huge.
Yes.
Hopefully getting to do some more of that in the field. Right now, my schedule is kind of sparse. I'm doing a Bighorn 100 in June and
Oh, no
UTMB
kidding.
in August. So,
Why Bighorn?
I didn't know if I was going to get to go to UTMB or not, and I really want that Hard Rock qualifier.
So Hard
Bighorn's
Rock's
cool.
Hard Rock's on the list of 2 runs on your
Yes.
list.
Yeah, I forfeited my spot for Western States last year, after finishing 10th in 2019. And so, which means I don't have a spot for this year either, and it's fine because there are many other things to go run. But yeah, so want to get my lottery tickets building up for Hard Rock.
The 10-year Hard Rock process.
Yeah, hoping to be out there though in July. Have some friends like Megan
Oh.
Hicks running. So
Yeah, you'll see us there.
that's the plan. The
Yeah,
plan
we're
is
gonna. We've been helpers for Courtney for 2 years, and if I didn't already agree to Courtney 2 years ago, I'd help Megan too. But
yeah, Megan said, I think confirmed from your run with her that I'm allowed to throw potatoes at her during the race. So I'm
we can think
excited
of some
for-
other things to throw at her too.
Yeah. So hopefully be out at Hard Rock. Hopefully go over to Western States, or not Western States, go over to UTMB, and then finally getting married in September. So we had to postpone this past year.
Aw, yay.
Yay.
Sally, what you
Hey.
got? Anything you
what-
plug? Anything you want to throw out
No,
there?
I don't need to plug anything. This is so much fun. Honestly, Billy, you do a great job moderating, keeping it going. This is so fun.
I tuned out.
Last time we
half
did
the
this,
things
it
you
was
guys
like, but I so look forward to this. The last show that we did, it just totally like lifted my heart and made my week. Like I was just so happy doing it. So thank you. Really, I really mean that.
Yeah,
Right.
and really to everyone who was in the chat room chiming in, to everyone who participated in our silly little games, really appreciated you guys. So that was a lot of fun. Maggie, what about you? Anything you want to say? Final words before we call it?
Thank you for making me your 0.5. 2.5. It is an honor.
Jason Koop, final words.
First off, I think that we need public confirmation of the bet that you and I settled on the Poirier-McGregor fight, Billy Yang. You need to fess up to this publicly to your adoring fans.
Okay,
So
okay, let's hear it.
Let's recap what happened.
Yeah, the stipulation was when we run our next race, the loser will have to wear the flag of the person's hometown or home state. In your case, Texas. In my case, California. McGregor got the shit kicked out of him. I thought he was winning. I thought he was doing well. And then next thing you know, he got clipped in the calf and then in the chin, and he got knocked out for his very first time. And now I have to wear some Texas bullshit on my person.
No. Let's be
Stipulation
specific.
was I would do it, or the loser would do it in a race. But I am declaring right here on this live show that I'm never racing again. So, I can't pay up if I'm not racing.
This is rigged.
That was the stipulation.
This is so rigged.
Sorry, Koop, what were you going to say?
So yes, I did win that wager, and I will be sending you the smallest, tightest pair of Texas flag split shorts that I can find on the internet. If anybody can find a pair of 3-inch inseam Texas split shorts that Billy can wear in his next race, please send it to me, and we will hand deliver it to him, and he will wear it with pride.
Billy, you need just to show him the picture of you like when you first started running. You wore some shorts.
That is in the dark
Nope.
web. That is
Stay
buried in the dark web. I had a blast. I don't know about you guys, everyone in the chat who chimed in, that stayed tuned for however, oh my God, it's like almost 2 hours now. 2 straight hours of us bullshitting, playing trivia, hopefully giving you some value by answering some of your questions, hopefully keeping you entertained. And then all the surprise pop-ups from our participants to Corinne as our wind down. Thank you guys so much. This was a lot of fun. And, once I sober up, we'll see if this is something we want to do again in the future. But thanks again to Jason Koop, to Magatrons, to Sally McRae, Corinne Malcolm, and of course to you guys. Thanks for tuning in. This was a blast. We'll see you next time, maybe?
Yeah,
Not.
next time, next week.